Welcome, everyone. You jumped.
I didn't say anything.
You jumped him.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Welcome, everyone, once again to another episode of the NOC.
Just throwing it out there.
Man, the NerdOut Cast. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Let's go around the table right quick before I forget. To my right.
Scout the
Rev.
Actually, I'm across from you. I'm not really to your right.
Your favorite cast of characters.
Thank you. So, it is September 5th, and we are coming to you live.
Well,
to us, it's live.
Yes. Even though the last one of these we did, you had up it
was
2
practically
hours.
live.
I mean, it really was.
It was the day after live.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
It was a good episode, too.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
We were crying.
Once.
Still am.
Yeah.
It was a sad episode.
It was a sad episode. That
it was
we
depressing.
did the top movie touching
weeping
moments that touched us.
That one.
Still touching us.
Still touching us today. Moving along.
Hey.
What was our...
Where's Presley at?
He gone.
We lost him.
And where's the audience?
I don't know.
Where's the audience? They left with him.
What else have we done this last week, guys? Rick, you've been to a couple concerts.
It was Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
It was Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend, yeah.
Labor Day weekend.
So we all labored in some way or another.
I was off Labor Day.
Were you?
For once, first Labor Day, I'm off.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
It was good.
What'd you do?
I watched Ma. What did we watch? We watched Ma and Jigsaw was yesterday.
Jigsaw.
It was, yeah.
That's a good, yeah, there you go.
Was it any good?
I mean, it was just... I'm always
Trash Man falls asleep in every movie now.
He does.
Yeah.
Be careful taking him to premiere.
Yeah.
He'll snuggle.
You know, which is funny because when we watched Spider-Man, I was wide awake because it was so good.
That was good.
I haven't been back since. That's the last movie I've seen there.
Yeah. No, I watched the scary movies. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, same
I'm ready
here.
for Ad Astra, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up.
September 20th.
20th?
Certified Fresh News.
We need to go see that. Yeah, Rick, hey, what you got?
Here we go. Come on.
There we go.
Top-notch equipment.
We don't skin.
What you got, Rick?
Guys.
Bam.
What?
Massive new Lego set is the longest ever.
That wasn't even planned.
Perfect. Well played.
4,784 pieces.
What?
Oh, man.
So it's like 3 foot.
What is it?
1,780
Star
ways
Destroyer.
Kill your foot.
Nice. Wait, Imperial or
Yeah,
First Order?
Imperial.
Nice.
The box
Life
alone,
size?
I will buy just the box alone because it's
Now,
that cool looking.
How can you tell
How
it's
much is it going to be?
Imperial?
Does it say?
Because it says it there. Imperial Star Destroyer.
But it's also got the...
Yeah. It's also got the 2 spheres.
It's got the big spheres.
The big balls on top.
Yeah.
There, I said it because that's what they are. They're balls.
big, yeah.
These spherical objects.
I think that's where their gas goes. Those are the
That's
gas
where
things.
the
Because they
gas
blow
ball.
up like that, you
Yes.
notice?
Yes.
It takes like
That's
one
where they save
pew-pew.
gas.
Yeah.
It goes
so
right up.
it
They
will
save their
be-
gas there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
They will be available from Lego September 8th. No, wait. That's for online, and then to the rest of the people. Wait, Lego VIP members, September 18th.
I'm so confused.
And the
right
rest
now.
of us, Joe Blows, October 1st.
Okay.
I will
How
not
much?
be
Does it
buying
say how much it's going to be?
649 pounds.
What?
Can you translate that?
So
It's
that'd
going to be
about
similar.
That's going to be like
$750.
Yeah,
So it's
Probably
110
be
centimeters
$749.99.
long.
110 centimeters?
That's 3 foot, like 5 inches, ain't it?
My wife will never
It's
allow me to have that.
2.54 inches for every... I don't know.
I got you back. Remember that one episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Remember I
know
said,
what? Okay,
Yeah.
a millimeter is 0.0.
Yeah. So, before I continue,
Yeah.
congrats to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins on their engagement.
Who's that?
Oh,
The champs
wrestlers.
from wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, rumor. That's a rumor.
Bam.
Rumor.
You're gonna love this
Uh-oh.
one.
Okay.
Remember Terminator 2?
Yeah.
Remember the Guns
you're
N'
taking
Roses?
my news, but
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. No, you know.
do it, man.
So rumor has it that Guns N'
I'm
Roses
so
is
psyched
working
about this.
on the new Terminator soundtrack. And
Really?
Dude, I will buy
Yes.
this in a heartbeat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, supposedly they let them see an early cut of the film, and then they went back to start working on it.
Can you do a song for me?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I will.
Man, I can't believe Terminator Terminator 2 came out in 91. That's crazy. So ahead of its time with the CGI.
Oh, man.
The T-1000.
Yeah.
and the-
To be honest with you, that last trailer,
Have
It
you
was
seen the
great.
newest trailer?
It was
yeah.
good.
It's decent.
Look,
It's
I mean,
decent.
Yeah, I'll spend some
So
cash on that.
I'm done. Off to you, Rev. Get to the
Well, I don't really
chopper.
have anything. No, just kidding. That was one of mine, but little rumor here making the rounds of Marvel Studios reportedly has some very unexpected plans for Fantastic Four villain Doctor Doom.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I like him.
So we all knew that before the merger that they were working on a Doctor Doom movie with what's the guy's name? Legion showrunner Noah Hawley was working on a screenplay for it. Of course, he has met with Disney since the merger, but nothing has been announced. But according to a new report, Doom may not be the villain in the team's first movie set in the MCU. While that doesn't necessarily mean he'll be portrayed in a heroic light, Marvel Studios does have big plans for him, and this is what could happen, rumor. One idea is that the origin story for Doctor Doom play out on a Disney Plus TV series before you watch him battle Fantastic Four in the movie.
That'd be cool.
Hey, I'm good with
So
I'm good with that.
I would 100% be fine with that. Actually, just anything Fantastic Four would be great.
Anything good, fantastic.
Yeah, anything good.
Even
Maybe he'll be the main bad guy in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series.
Ooh,
Him
Yeah.
and Zemo
Yeah.
wow.
team up. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Actually, we can't talk about other things.
What's that mean? This comes from superherohype.com. Former Doctor Who star Peter
Yes.
Capaldi may join the Suicide Squad.
PCAP, baby.
PCAP's the best. Dr.
PCAP's one of my faves.
Hmm.
He's a
I
good
think
actor, man.
Taika Waititi's going to be in it too,
Yeah.
ain't he?
Yeah. Houdini.
We're going to take it.
I can't help myself.
Evidently, J.K. Rowling, I just saw this, is teasing a Harry Potter sequel.
What?
Wait.
Sometimes
An actual
darkness comes
sequel
from
to-
unexpected places. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and reading an article, you'll see she says it's not a movie, but I'm like, what? Why tweet that? And it's about the cursed child and it not be a movie. I mean,
Hopefully, it's a new book. Like,
yeah, a sequel to the book.
yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's
Jeez.
that. There's a new Star Wars comic that takes Snoke and Kylo Ren to Dagobah.
I seen that.
Knew it.
I saw that.
I need to get that comic.
It looks so good too, man.
Knew it.
Is that like a graphic novel or an actual comic?
It's a
or?
comic. Yeah.
Man, I seen that, man.
Let me see here.
Is that where he sees Luke or whatever?
In this particular story, it's much more like the original trilogy, where with Snoke, if you think about the actual scenes, if suddenly I had paused one of the scenes to give a 30-second monologue about who he was, it would have kind of stopped the scene in its tracks. Oh, that's Ryan Johnson talking about why they didn't talk about Snoke's background. Let me see. Is that all I got? Oh. And to continue last week's news, Sony says door is closed on Spider-Man in the MCU.
What?
What? Now, Sony says it's possible.
Sony just said the door's closed.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought that was a dude.
Rick, you can't do that, man.
Sorry, man. That was so good.
I just had it up
I thought that was Riley that did that.
with Sony.
This is from 6:02 p.m. today.
You know why?
602. And you said that came from Sony?
Yeah.
This is September 5th, 2019. Nope. Sorry. You're right.
He's gone.
They gone.
Yeah, here's what the
Thanks, Tony Stark, for nothing.
Yeah.
Vincent Cara, he's the CEO of Sony Pictures.
You hate him?
Chairman and CEO. He said, "We had a great run with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige on
Yeah, he
Spider-Man
sure did.
movies. We tried to see if there's a way to work it out.
So
The
stupid.
Marvel people are terrific people.
Yeah.
We have great respect for them.
So we'll
But on the other
hand,
hand, we have some pretty terrific people of our own. Feige didn't do
Yeah.
all the work."
Who?
A toe for grace.
Yeah. Bringing him back.
Feige may have not done all the work, but Marvel did.
Oh my gosh.
Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Also on some gaming news, today, Super Nintendo games were released on the Nintendo Switch.
Good ones.
Yep. And Nintendo also announced Jedi Knight and Jedi Knight 2 or Jedi Knight Outcast 2. Both are coming to the Switch.
Sweet buttermilk.
And WoW Classic was launched last week.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's all I got,
That's all you got.
I think.
All right. In a brilliant move from DC, they will not be releasing the new Bird of Prey trailer on the internet.
Saw that.
What?
So,
It's going to be on It.
an exclusive
Ooh, we'll get to see it tomorrow.
It release only. Now, is this a gimmick or is this actually brilliant? Not releasing the trailer on the internet is like insane. But they're creating buzz by doing it. Is it going to make it even more like people are going to try to bootleg it now or do we even care? That's the other question.
I watched the leak.
You've already seen the leak?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in it that would make me excited to go see it in front of it.
So there's a reason why they're keeping it off the internet.
Yeah.
Because it's just not that good.
No.
They're probably trying to keep from downvotes on YouTube.
Like it's
Could be it too.
it's a teaser. There's only two parts of it that I looked at and thought, well, that's kind of cool. But it's not like going and watch a Star Wars trailer that's just being released in front of another movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not even close. I mean,
That happened. When did that happen?
Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
What?
I know because I went
Yeah,
just to watch the
because
trailer.
people went just
Yeah.
to watch the trailer and then...
For
yeah.
episode 1, right?
No, for
I think it was
Clones. For Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones, yeah.
Because I know they were doing it. Was it Twister?
No, for
I don't remember.
episode 1,
Phantom Menace.
it came before Star Trek Insurrection, was it? And I went just to watch the movie, and I regret it to this day because the movie was awful. Excuse it to my friend in Orlando that's a huge Trekkie, but the movie was terrible.
Insurrection?
Yeah, was it Insurrection?
Was that the last one?
No. This was like it was still with Data and Picard.
Well,
and
I
all
know, but that
Yeah,
was
the last one of them.
Last new
I
Next
have no-
Generation.
I have no idea.
It might have been.
that was
'Cause
one. Of the
it was
last
one
ones.
of their worst ones, and they
Yeah.
kind of went out on a dud, which stinks because they had some good ones.
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
The-
I still
the-
love
the first
Generations.
four are
Remember
good.
Generations?
Oh,
where
yeah.
They kind of
I've
had
never seen it.
the crossover
mix?
between. That was a great one. Still
Is it
is.
really? I've never seen it. I only seen the
Generations.
first 4.
Generations is good, man.
I mean, it does have Whoopi Goldberg, but besides that,
you
it's
just
like-
yeah. There's not much there.
kind of overlooked that.
Hey,
that laugh too loud?
I do have to say, though, Star Trek Discovery is pretty good.
I've
Which
not
one's
watched
that?
it yet.
It's
I
on
haven't watched it.
CBS.
Oh, that's the new one.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
wanna
to do
see-
the
I wanna
7-day
watch
trial
Picard.
just so I can watch
See,
it.
that's what we did. It was 2 weeks when we did it, but they gave us 2 weeks free, and we blew through the entire first season. By the end of the first season, we were glad it was over. It's like, and season 2 was starting, and we were like, we had a couple days left. It's like, you want to start season 2 now? And we just let it.
I want to
elapse.
watch Picard.
Picard does look good.
But yeah, I do
The
want to see
spinoff.
Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan, you just left me
But this new Star Trek, they threw. It's adult. It's like they throw F-bombs in it
in
What,
Star Trek.
in Discovery?
in Discovery.
Yeah.
And scantily clad Klingons.
Really?
Yeah, like upper Klingons
What?
showing. And it's like, it's like we're sitting there watching. It's like, did I just see two Klingon thingies bouncing across the screen?
Yeah.
But it's so out of character.
It's quick.
It's
though,
quick.
too.
But it's like you're watching a regular Star, because in the future you don't cuss, you don't do all that stuff because that's a sign of like non-intelligence and all that. But then you'll have somebody come up and go, "Hey, let's F-bomb," and it's like that just doesn't. It didn't feel like it fit. It'd be different if Sam Jackson was up there. It's like, okay, here it comes. I'm ready for it. But it was just so out of like context.
That's sad.
You should archive that one Sam Jack lethargic phonics we did.
Maybe that's one we'll listen to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, that's all I got.
But speaking of old shows, Cobra Kai is free on YouTube.
Cobra Kai.
Right
It
now.
is?
Yeah, and they're releasing season 2 every week. So yeah,
I've never seen it.
it's so good.
I watched first episode.
The whole
It was really
first
good.
season is good, and so yeah.
Okay. Well, I need to get to that. It's gonna be
I
a
think
while.
it's only free for a limited time. So, but they're
On what
quick
network?
episodes. They're only half-hour episodes.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Okay, on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Eddie Murphy's coming back to stand up in 2020. By the way, he says we'll see. We'll see
That's
if he's calmed
interesting.
down.
Hey, I hope these old stand-up comedians come back and just break everything.
I mean,
They need to.
because he recently did a comedians in cars getting coffee with Jerry
That-
Seinfeld.
that's a good show.
It really
It's a good
is.
show.
I mean, you can go through and pick the guys
Yeah.
that you like. I don't watch
That.
them all, but
the
I
Dana,
find
Dana Carvey one's really good.
oh, Dana Carvey's so good.
He's so brilliant.
Yeah. Any podcast he's on, I download, listen
Yeah.
to it because the man just, he's one of the funniest guys out there. But anyway, Eddie Murphy kind of talked in that comedians in cars about like, because he got in a lot of trouble. I mean, he's kind of getting in a little bit of trouble now about what he talked about back then, back in his Raw.
Ain't that lame?
But I mean, that was a different time. He was 25 years, 30 years younger. I mean, he's an older gentleman.
I hope Chappelle gives a lot of comedians.
I hope he does, because I'm not talking about this. How much I love this special that I've seen twice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's comedy. It's what it's
If
supposed
you're
to
offending
be.
people, you're doing something right.
Oh, he offended everybody. Even I was offended watching it, and then I watched it again. Man, it was.
What's the backlash that the Joker the Joker trailer is getting backlash? Why?
The movie is
Oh, the movie is.
because they think it's going to promote the loner guy basically going on a killing spree.
Oh.
So they think it's bad timing with some of the
Oh, yeah, they do that all the time.
mass shootings that it's going to promote that guy who feels left out or
Right.
Well, maybe it should let society realize, well, it's society making
what other
people
movies
crazy.
can we say that about?
All of them.
I mean, every Saw movie that's ever been made, it's like, oh, well, somebody's going to... Okay, yeah. All right.
There was also music that was controversial. I didn't understand why. It's like the song in the trailer or something was controversial from the Joker. I don't remember what
it
it
looks
was.
great, and I can't wait to see it.
It does look good.
Yeah. Be
They're
interesting
already
to see where it
saying Oscars for it.
goes. Yeah. Has the critics seen it yet?
Yeah.
So people have
A lot of people have seen it.
Okay.
Just
I think it's up
us
to
four idiots.
86%.
Oh, I did
Man,
see
that's
that.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
I saw the RT on it. That's right.
So it's like the highest rated Rotten Tomato score in a superhero movie.
And for DC.
For
Yeah.
DC.
for
yeah.
DC.
Okay.
Let's throw that one out there.
All right, I'm done. You guys got anything else?
For the box office.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You know,
Well, we
it's my
didn't talk
favorite
about
se-
trailers.
Gotta do
The
it.
trailers.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
The
And,
Jeff Goldblum one alone.
Oh
man.
my gosh! You guys finally see that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's so good. I do that.
Well,
I
what
mean,
were we
is that
talking
not
about?
gonna be?
That's my favorite.
What were we talking about?
He
It's
just
so
wanders
good.
off.
I just might breaking dance.
I'm like, once I watched it, I said, "This is gonna be my favorite show, maybe of all
Oh
time."
yeah,
Experiencing the world through Jeff Goldblum.
yeah. I don't know anything.
Huh.
I mean, has there
Peyton's
ever
got
been?
one that he's doing on ESPN
Yeah.
Plus that looks really good too.
What?
Yeah.
For real?
Peyton's Places.
Oh, yeah.
Huh, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
I love those shows.
It looks good.
That should be good. All right, weekend box office for last weekend's August 30th through September 1st. Angel Has Fallen. It actually took in number one with $11.8 million. It was
How
not
much?
a big weekend. $11.8 million got number
Number
one
one.
last week.
Man, that's a bad week.
Yeah, Good Boys came in second.
With 1 million. No, just kidding.
Yeah, with 9.5. Followed by Lion King. Lion King's still staying in there. It's up to $521 million domestically.
Bam.
We have Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw at 4, Ready or Not at 5, Overcomer at 6th.
Ready or Not?
Scary,
scary movie.
Stories to Tell in the Dark.
It's like a scary comedy or something like that.
Overcomer?
Yeah. No.
Oh, no, that one's not.
No.
What's Overcomer?
Overcomer is from the guys who made, like, Fireproof and
Oh,
Courageous and those.
let's see. It's been out
No offense.
for 2 weeks, and it's made over $17 million
Nice.
on a $5 million budget, so it's
Hey, good
already
for them.
tripled.
Yeah.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark at number 7, Spider-Man Far From Home at 8, Angry Birds Movie 2 at 9, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood rounding out your top 10.
How much has that made?
It's over
Once
100
Upon a Time?
Like 150.
Yeah, 129. Well,
Yeah.
basically 130
Jeez.
just here domestically. It's been out for 6 weeks. Had a $90 million budget, so it's made its money back plus some. That's just here. Obviously overseas. It's probably
Well,
done a
good
little
for
better.
There was a trailer just released yesterday.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 3.
Oh, man,
Oh,
that
yeah.
looks so good.
Bad
Even
Boys for
gosh.
Life.
Even badder.
Bad Boys for Life.
Oh.
Bad Boys for Life.
I love
Looks
it
so
when
good.
he's
Yeah, because it's funny because it's all the scene is like really intense.
really
and
intense and
then he opens the door and the scene just cuts. And he's like, "You get that buffed out." Yeah, he's like, "Hey," he screams at him. It's like, "No, you get it buffed out." It was good, man. They got
I
good
haven't seen it.
chemistry.
They do.
they
I
have
like
great
the
chemistry.
first two were good.
They're great.
I love when in the trailer when they're driving around in the mall and he's like, "We're not only black, we're cops too. We'll pull ourselves over later."
It was great. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. It looks pretty good.
I love that Joe Pantaleone is in there again.
Yeah.
You know, as the chief, he's so good in that.
Woosah.
Man, I don't
yeah,
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woosah.
Where's she going? You gotta support the.
You want to say bye?
She don't care.
Okay.
She gone.
All right.
There you go.
Everybody knows bees don't sting at night.
And then they start singing the Bad Boys song at the end.
Oh,
Yes.
They're like, "No,
Stop doing it.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
She gone.
you got the lyrics all wrong," and they take forever to learn.
Oh man, I love it. I can't wait to see it. When does that come out?
January
January.
17th.
And
We're taking the youth group.
I think Jacob, did we talk about Ad Astra?
No.
Not a lot. No,
Not on this one.
The more I see
man.
of that movie,
I saw a TV spot for
yeah,
it.
And it's
like
getting reviews.
it's 84% right now on
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes.
You see what the budget is for that?
No.
$80 million.
That's it.
What?
Yeah.
How'd
Who
they do
picked
that?
I mean, it looks
Brad
really
Pitt do
good.
it pro bono or something?
I don't know.
Man.
Just to pay him. It's,
I will be watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my radar. I definitely
Yeah.
want to see it.
They're already selling tickets for it. I got a notification from Regal.
Well,
So-
I mean, I don't want to see it that bad. But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to sell
I,
out.
won't go
I
there.
think we'll
Looks
be
good.
okay on opening night to
Yeah.
get us a ticket.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. You guys want to start this movie draft thing?
Let's do it.
Because
Yeah,
we're going
let's
to talk
do it.
about more movies.
Yep.
We'll just kind of go through it.
Let's keep on talking about it.
Now, I want to do something a little different on this one, guys.
Oh, jeez.
Because we all have cell phones, right? I want us all to keep track of our points as we go through. I'm going to go round through
Each
round.
of us keep a track of our own
Of your own
Each of
points.
us keep a track.
How do you
So-
do that?
Each of
With a
us keep a
calculator?
With a calculator. Unless you
Have you
just
ever used one of those, Rick?
unless you're that good and you can just do it.
I just do it in my head like I figured out the parsecs that one time.
That's true.
Yeah.
You got it.
That's twice I bring that
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One of my favorites.
Wait, is this a Remarkable Reels?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is it?
Why not?
Or do you just want to listen to the cool soundbite?
No, yeah, let's just listen to it because it's neat.
I mean,
It's time for Remarkable Reels.
That's not how it goes.
Oh.
It goes like this.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, that one.
That's better.
If you want to listen to Remarkable Reels. I got Mr. Schwarzenegger to do that for me.
He is a sponsor.
Wait till Pastor Bill gets the letter.
All right, so we at the beginning of summer we did the 2019 NOC summer movie draft. We did the randomator and found out that Rev went first, Shantek, followed by Jinja Ninja and Trash Man. And we're just gonna go round. We're gonna start with round one because it's not. There's no surprise here. So we just get the number ones out of the way, and we'll work down from there. I will tell you that there was a few surprises in this, and we'll see them as we go.
Bam.
There was a couple movies that I thought were going to do well. Of course, the equation we go by is total box office numbers for 4 weeks domestically, subtract half of the budget, and then you add the two RT scores coming from the two different RTs, right?
Yes.
You take the average of the two. If critics didn't like it and gave it a 40, but the average people gave it an 80, you go 60, and you get an extra 60 points. It's easy.
I get it now.
So, Rev had number one pick. We started with the movie that we've all seen and know and love, Avengers Endgame.
Bam.
Did we like that movie?
Yes.
Loved it.
A few of us watched it more than once in the theater.
Still watch it.
Still watched. Yeah, we've all seen it more than once. It made a whopping $781 million
in 4
weeks. It did have a whopping
Huge
300 and some million budget. Anyway, what's divided by? Anyway, it came up to be 178 million when each divided by 2, plus 92.5. 92.5 was the average RT. I mean, it had a good RT too. So 695.5 points. 695.5.
Okay.
You got that?
Yep.
Okay, that's yeah. So Rev's out to a big lead. Number 2 was Lion King. It did well. I won't have to run through everything, but it gave me 413 points.
See, I knew that'd be a good one.
It did 473 minus 130 plus 70.
Yeah.
70. The Rotten Tomato wasn't all that great on it. These next two, it's crazy how close they are. Jinja Ninja took Spider-Man Far From Home. Homecoming. No, Far From Home.
Far From Home.
345 minus 40 plus 92.5 gives you 357.5. You beat Trash Man by half a point. Trash Man took Toy Story 4, which made $361 million.
Get out of here.
It had the $200 million budget, but you take 100 away from it, plus 96. That had the highest RT of all of them. 357
I
points.
haven't seen that. I want to see that.
So you guys were within
I
half a
haven't
point.
seen that yet.
You guys haven't seen Toy Story 4?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, kids.
So, this one might be the biggest shock for me, but going into round 2, Trash Man took Captain America. Captain America also made
Marvel?
361.
Captain Marvel?
What am I saying? It's Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you said Captain
You
America.
say Captain America.
Yeah,
Why?
it says Captain Marvel right here.
Hindsight.
Yeah. 361, which is the exact same number as Toy Story, minus 76 plus 67 gives you 352 points.
Wow.
352 points in round 2, Rick.
That's really good.
That's really low.
That was a good pick. Okay. Jinja's next one, and this is one that I was shocked at, kind of a low number. Godzilla, King of Monsters.
Yeah. It was
That
a low
movie's
number.
so good.
It was good, but it didn't make much.
It only made $105 million in 4 weeks. Its budget was like 160, so it's actually 85 plus 62. Rotten Tomato wasn't that great either. Gives you 82 points.
They had Anguirus skeleton in the water. That should right there being at least a 98% Rotten Tomato.
I enjoyed.
I loved the
I enjoyed
movie.
it. What I
mean, they could just take the humans out of it. And
that's all.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not one single Godzilla movie that's good.
Yeah.
And I watch them over and over and over and over.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah. So 82 points. Sorry, Ginge. I picked in number 2, round number 2, Secret Life of Pets. Made 136. Not great. Minus 40 plus 74. It's 170 points. That's not great, but it's not bad. All right. So Rev in round 2 took Dumbo. Did we all see Dumbo?
No.
I did.
Did you?
No.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. I don't know what they were thinking. Anyway, it had an over $200 million budget. No. Sorry. It had a $160 million budget, but only made 103. 103 minus 85 plus 50.5 gives you 68.5.
Okay.
So there's a big drop going from your first movie to your second movie. But you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting in round 3, John Wick 3. This is good. 143 in 4 weeks. 37.5 is half the budget, plus an 88.5 Rotten Tomato. 88.5, that's pretty good for them. 194 points.
Bam.
There you go.
Jeez.
I took Aladdin in round 3. It did okay. 275.
I haven't seen that one
Budget
either.
was pretty high. Rotten Tomato wasn't great, but it gave me 259 points.
Man.
Plus
200?
259 points. It was 275 minus 91.5 plus 75 points. Yeah, it actually made a little bit. Now, Jinja took Shazam. Shazam in 4 weeks made 132.7
That's a good
million.
movie.
That was a good
It's
one.
really
I've seen
good
it a
movie.
few times. This is really good.
Had a budget of 100 million, so we just took 50 away from it, and then added 88.5 because RT was pretty good. 171.2.
Dang, dog.
Hobbs and Shaw. This is Ricky's number 3
boy.
pick. Hobbs and Shaw.
Let me put the negative sign on my phone.
Now it too had a
some money.
budget of 200 million.
Big budget.
It made 148 in 4 weeks, but you only take 100 away from it because it's half the budget. You add 77.5 for the RT, gives you 125.5. So at the end of round 3, let's everybody
doing pretty
let's
good,
rattle
Rick.
off your scores. What do we have? I have 842 points after round 3.
610.7.
834.
834? Okay.
Yeah.
958.
Okay. There we go. There's round 3. All right, starting round 4, Trash Man, you had this was a good one. MIB International.
Man,
Did we all see that?
I
saw
tried
it.
to. I couldn't do it.
It had good parts
Yeah.
I couldn't
and it
do
had
it.
bad parts.
I turned it off.
I mean, at the end of it, it's like I was disappointed. The original MIBs are so good, especially the first one.
This one wasn't.
It
even
was
the third
definitely
one.
it was definitely missing Will Smith.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I had high hopes for it, and it's just
Wait, who picked? Did I pick that?
you picked that.
Yeah, you picked
It
it.
made
It had Thor in it.
it made $74 million in 4 weeks.
Wow.
But it's minus 55 for half the budget, plus 44 RT. That's the average between the two. Not good. You got 63 points for that, so add
Man.
63. Ginger Ninja took Pet Cemetery. Not much
I
better.
got less points.
Anybody see Pet Cemetery?
No.
No.
I did. Fell
you?
asleep.
Oh, you just sleep to it?
Yeah.
53.2 million in 4 weeks. Budget was barely 20 million, so take 10.5 away from that. Add 47.5, 90.2. 90.2 for you. Nope, 90.2
Me.
for you.
I'll take them. I need them right now. I done lost it.
I took Detective Pikachu in round 4.
Did you see how he spelled Pikachu?
No.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Let me see. Detective
That's-
Pikachu.
Pikachu!
I mean, that was spell
All
check.
eyes on me.
Uh,
I'll never get over that.
134 million in 4 weeks, negative 75 budget, plus 74 RT, 133. Okay. Rev.
Gosh.
In round 4, you took Hellboy. It made 22 million in 4 weeks.
Heck boy.
It only had a budget of 50, so minus 25, plus an RT average of 37.5
Wow.
for 34.5 points.
Big gainer.
All right, so what's the we're at round 4. We have one more round to go. Everybody rattle off your points. I got 975.
Dang.
What do you
got
got?
700.9.
What do you got, Rick?
No.
897.
992.5.
Jeez. Well, we got one more round.
So it's tightening up. Yes. Round 5.
I don't like where this is going.
Now, unfortunately, the pick that Rev made
Yes.
for round 5 got bumped. He
Yes.
took Artemis Fowl, but they bumped that till next year. So he had to come and find a replacement, similar to what you did on this last one.
We had no choice.
So, yeah.
No choice.
So Rev just
there was
picking
nothing
something
left.
quickly. You chose,
X-Men.
yes, Dark Phoenix.
Woo.
It had a $200 million budget and made $64 million in 4 weeks.
Wow, that's terrible.
Take $100 million away from that, half the budget. Its RT was 43.5. You got 7.5 points. 7.5 points.
At least
All right.
you're not in the negative.
At least it came out to an even number.
Yeah, everybody stayed positive this time. Doing only half the budget really kept everybody in the negatives or positives. I took Us in round 5. That was kind of a sleeper hit, really. That probably should have been taken like in round 3 or 4. $166 million on a $20 million budget.
I forgot about that
$10
one.
million.
Wow.
RT was 80.
Wow.
For a grand total of 236 points.
Those scary movies,
That's
dog.
in round 5. That's crazy. So anyway, let me just add that to my score.
Yeah.
236.
Shannon won.
Yeah, I know.
So Ginger Ninja took Rocket Man in round 5. Rocket Man made $80 million on a $20 million budget, which means you only take 10 away. 88.5 RT. That gave you 148.5 points.
Dang.
That's good for round 5. That was higher than your
round 2.
Round 2
and 3
round
and 4.
Yes. And Rick rounded off with Child's Play that made $29 million in 4 weeks.
That's
But
it.
it only had a $10 million budget, so minus 5 plus the 61.5 gives you 85.5.
I lost.
So if you add all those up, this should have never happened. But Trash Man, you had 857.5, correct?
What? I'm up to 982.
What? Okay, I guess Rick won.
I've been adding all that stuff you said.
Rick should have 857.5 points. Scalf, you should have 849.4.
Yep.
Trash Man, or I have 1,211. And Rev has an even grand, right?
Yeah.
It all came down to that round 5.
It really did.
It came down to round 5 and basically Stevie getting boned out of his last movie. So, yeah, Genja came in dead last. But anyway, are there any movies on this that kind of stand out to you? I mean, what really made the summer? Endgame is kind of a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, Spider-Man a close second. I mean, Cap Marvel was not – I didn't care for it.
No,
I mean,
not my favorite.
I was at the theater. I watched it. I mean, Shazam was kind of a crowd favorite, right? I think we all could agree that was.
983.
So you get 980. Okay, so maybe I calculated yours wrong.
I did do the right thing, though, banking on Spider-Man playing off of Homecoming or Endgame.
Yeah, okay, then, yeah, you must be right. So you had a lot more points than what – you still got third, but you were – yeah. So anyway.
That was good.
Yeah. So once again, Rev, you win our fantasy footballs every time, but yeah.
I cannot win this one at all.
Wait, you didn't
I
win
can't
this
either.
No, I'm definitely not winning the next one. My draft was awful.
We had no.
That was a hard
there's
draft,
movies.
man.
None of it feels good.
That was a rough draft.
I made up movies that don't even exist
Yeah.
because we didn't have nothing to pick.
Um,
What's next? Fallen Icons.
do we want to do this thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
What did you say earlier?
What? I didn't say
Rick?
Samuel L. Jackson one.
Which one was that?
the one we were talking about. King Kong.
Yeah. We'll do. I don't know. I don't see it. I did come up with an intro to jokes that we never did use.
All right, let's hear it.
I thought we would just play this at the beginning. But we've never used it.
That's the funniest thing I said all day.
That's so good.
But I've never
We need send that to me and I'll put some music
we'll add
with
that
it.
in there.
We'll
Okay.
put some music to that.
intro to jokes. All right. Rick's? I don't know what this one is. We're going to try this one. This one, who knows what it is? It could be
That's
anything.
an old one.
Oh my!
All right,
Good Lord!
Desarrollo.
I don't even think they say that word.
Desarrollar.
You just making this
Desarrollar.
stuff up.
Desarrollar.
Oh my gosh! Ferrari.
Hey, turn that down.
Ferrari.
It sounds like Los Locos from Short Circuit. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I can't understand any of this.
Ferrocarril. Railroad. Ferrocarril. This is the last one.
Okay.
Acaparia.
This is where you're holding the cards up, right? Yeah.
Wow. Yes, that.
It says Alcapuria. It's a fritter that you find in when you go to the beach in Puerto Rico.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, one more.
Oh my gosh.
We did that one last time. I'm trying to find kind of some older ones. I don't know. Well, maybe this one.
Or maybe he goes back in time
I could too.
and glues himself.
He could do it. Glues himself back together. He kind of has the
Take that ridiculous mask
lanky.
off.
He does. He does. Oh man, we're gonna start seeing photos. That would be pretty legit. Matt Smith with a big scar down the center of his face.
Yes.
He kind of has the face too.
He does.
Even if you think about it.
Yes, that's why they casted him.
They asked me, and I said no. I said I couldn't understand the script.
Breaking news, Sean Connery is going to be in episode 10.
That's when he began off. I couldn't understand what's going on.
Palpatine shall not pass. Wait, how did we end it up?
Palpatine.
Palpatine will not pass. That's Sean Connery. He was supposed to be Daniel. Wait, how are we all the way over here? Why don't we start talking about the Crystal Skull while we're at it?
No. All right.
No, please don't.
And then we do.
No, keep going. Keep going.
I tried watching it not so long ago.
I watched it again.
And I had to stop it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm coming clean. I couldn't stomach it.
All right.
I didn't finish it.
Okay. So you're now me and Shannon side. Join the club. And actually
Here
rewatched
we
it.
go.
And like parts of
the
it.
fridge.
Maybe that's what makes me so mad.
Here we
Is
go.
that there's parts of it that it's like, yes, that feels like the old.
Yes, there are. There are parts of it
Here's
that's
the old Indiana
fantastic.
Jones, and then something stupid happens, and it just kind of like. I still hate the ending, but there's parts of it.
I told my son, if you ever go in a nuclear holocaust, get inside a refrigerator.
Oh, that reminds me. I came up with a.
Don't get to the fridge. Oh my gosh! All right, go ahead. Keep going, Scott.
Okay, that reminds me. I came up with a segment. Maybe we'll do next time. But
Oh, man, that's great.
it's Rick doing Sean Connery in
Yeah.
other movies.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Putting that character
Yes.
in,
Yeah.
the,
Oh, that's great.
In Bad Boys.
in Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. I can do that.
All right, I want you to do one right off the bat.
Okay,
Okay.
I will. Let's see.
I want you to. Well, hold on. Do Thanos. With Sean Connery.
Do Thanos as Sean Connery. I am inevitable. Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, I gotta think about that. Can you do it like Sylvester Stallone does, like all his Rockies?
No man, I'm going blank right now.
Hold on. Do Forrest Gump as Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This city's taken. No wait, that's not.
Taken. Thou
This
shalt not pass.
city's taken. This city's taken.
Every man lives. No, wait. Every man dies, but not every man really lives. That's my Braveheart.
Can you do what Mama said? Life's like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you will get. Yeah, it's not that good. But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Man, we need to have a conversation with him.
That's a good one.
Maybe you should call into the show.
Tasted like cigarettes.
Remember that part?
Yeah.
He got me started. Now I can't stop.
Oh, man.
That's not all he's lost.
I don't know that one.
Remember, I lost the bleeps.
In the creation sweeps.
Poo-poo-doo-doo. I lost the... Now you got me started. Now I can't stop.
No. Just plain yogurt.
All right, I'm done.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's the greatest idea.
So I have something new next week
do
for
it.
you.
Wow.
We'll discuss it. We'll figure out.
There is nothing to discuss. It's by far my favorite segment now.
Yeah, maybe we could come up with some questions to ask you, too. About some classic movies you've been in. All right. Well, honestly, outside of that, is there anything else we need to talk about?
No.
There was something, wasn't there?
I can't think of any.
Maybe not.
Do not call me Shirley.
Can't stop now.
Did anybody? You said you had a joke.
I do have a joke.
Yeah.
Why don't
I can do some jokes.
Because I got a joke.
I can do a couple.
Mine's kind of long.
Oh, well, we can't do that.
Oh, no. Did you
Wait a
know?
second.
We don't have the time.
We don't have the time. Do you know that I had an obese parrot that passed away recently? It was a huge weight off my shoulders.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, are we doing jokes now? Or
Yeah. do your.
I didn't even
That
start
was a
it.
joke, Scout. Right
I
there.
didn't start the soundbite. We don't have to do the soundbite.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
do
we
it.
have a
Come
soundbite. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Wait, are we doing the soundbite or no soundbite?
We have a joke soundbite.
Yeah, remember the Beastie Boys?
It's time for some jokes.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Yeah. It's not come.
Do you need that for real?
I need it.
I mean, I don't need it.
I mean, don't you have a new intro?
I don't have a new intro.
Okay, I have it right here. It's right here.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Where is it? I can't find it. I wasn't ready for it.
Oh. Let's see. Well, I guess
You
while we're
can-
waiting,
You can.
We'll tell some jokes.
yeah, we'll tell some jokes.
It's time for some jokes.
The mind of a genius is never satisfied.
So my doctor told me I was overweight, and he put me on a diet. He said,
Oh, this is for real.
I said, He said, I want you to eat regularly for 2 days, then skip a day, repeat the process for 2 weeks. Next time I see you, you should have lost at least 5 pounds. 2 weeks goes by. I go back to my doctor, and I had lost 10 pounds. The doctor says, oh, my goodness, you really dropped some weight. I screwed it up. Anyway, the doctor said, you must be hungry, and I said, no, I screwed it up. Anyway, yeah. Had something to do about skipping. Yeah, I skipped.
Okay.
Yeah. Punchline. Go ahead, Rick.
Nice.
Why do you pronounce Q as Q? Because the other letters are waiting in line.
Oh my gosh.
I get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I thought it was
hey, Rick.
What? Let's hear it.
I mean, what?
What is the worst combination of illnesses?
What?
Alzheimer's and diarrhea. Wait, I'm not done. You're running. You're running and can't remember where.
we went a little early.
I know.
That's so good. Wait, Scalp Snakes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
am I next? Okay, so there's a horse. Okay, he's sitting in a barn.
I like it already.
There's a horse. He's sitting in a barn. He's watching MTV. Okay, sees this guy playing guitar. He sees this guy playing guitar. He's like, man, yeah. He's like, man, I want to learn how to play that. That's awesome. So he calls up a teacher. Calls up a music teacher. He's like, hey, man, can you show me how to play guitar? He's like, yeah, I can show you. And horse is like, well, I'm a horse. He's like, that's all right. We got technology. You're good. So horse goes to the teacher and says, and he learns how to play guitar. So he's playing guitar. He's playing guitar in the barn. Chicken comes over and says, whoa, man, that's really cool. And he's sitting there watching MTV. Chicken sees the drummer. He's like, man, that's my jam. I want to play the drums. So they call up the teacher. Chicken's like, man, I want to learn how to play the drums. Teacher's like, okay, we'll teach you how. He's like, but I'm a chicken. He's like, that's all right. We'll teach you how to play. So Chicken learns how to play drums. So Chicken and Horse are sitting in there. They're jamming. Cow comes over, sees a bass player on MTV. He's like, man, that's my jam. I want to learn how to play the bass. So they call teacher, and Cow learns how to play bass. So they're in there. So they're in there jamming. All right, they're sounding really good. Producer walks by and is like, man, those guys sound awesome. So he signs them to a record deal. Well, they get super popular. They go on tour and everything, and they're doing great. And so one time while they're on tour, Horse gets a call and says, hey, your mom's not doing well. She might be dying. So he's like, oh, man. So he goes and he leaves the band, and he goes and sees his mom, and she's in the hospital. And he sees that his mom's all right. She's not dead or anything. So then he gets a call while he's visiting his mom, and he finds out that, well, Chicken and Cow and the producer all died in a plane crash. So, man, he's bummed out, super bummed out.
That's terrible. Yeah.
I'm bummed out.
So Horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, why the long face?
Hey, that's really good. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably one of my favorite jokes of all times. I like that.
Wow. Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
What's the difference between bird flu and swine flu?
What?
One requires tweetment, and the other is ointment.
Yeah, that's good.
I think you've said that one before.
Yeah.
So one shop owner asked another one. All right. So have you had any reactions yet to your ad that you're looking for a night guard? Yeah, we got robbed tonight.
Oh, man.
What'd the policeman say to his belly button?
What?
You're under a vest. I don't even get that one.
Oh, before I forget, I'm selling a broken barometer. If you want to buy it, no pressure. No pressure. That's the whole joke. It's broke.
Scalp, you got another one? What about that other one that was on the website?
I can't think of it.
About the guy that got busted for fishing?
I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. That's good.
But didn't you ever wonder why the horse walked into a bar?
That's great.
There you go. Now you know.
That's so good.
Okay, so.
Oh, he found one.
So there's a man crawling through the desert.
I don't know why that's funny already.
I don't either. For this. He decided to try his SUV in a little bit of cross-country travel. Had a great fun zooming over the Badlands and through the sand. Got lost. Hit a big rock, and then he couldn't get it started again. There were no cell phone towers anywhere near, so his cell phone was useless. He had no family. His parents had died a few years before an auto accident. I mean, just imagine that. Yeah. And his few friends had no idea he was out there, okay? Yeah. He stayed with the car for a day or so, but his a bottle of water ran out, and he was getting thirsty. He thought maybe he knew the direction back. Now that he'd paid attention to the sun and thought he figured out which way was north, so he decided to start walking. He figured he only had to go about 30 miles or so, and he'd be back to the small town that he got his gas in last. He thinks about walking at night to avoid the heat and sun. But based upon how dark it actually was the night before, and given that he has no flashlight, he's afraid that he'll break a leg or step on a rattlesnake. I mean,
Yeah.
Sure.
So he puts on some sunblock, puts the rest in his pocket for reapplication later. I mean, that's smart. Brings an umbrella he'd had in the back of the SUV with him to give him a little shade. Pours the windshield wiper fluid in case he gets that desperate. Brings his pocket knife in case my daughter would do that. In case he finds a cactus that looks like it might have water in it, and heads out in the direction he thinks is right. He walks for the entire day. By the end of the day, he's really thirsty. He's been sweating all day, and his lips are starting to crack. I mean, who's wouldn't? He's reapplied the sunblock twice and tried to stay under the umbrella, but he still feels sunburned. The windshield wiper fluid sloshing in the bottle in his pocket is really getting tempting now. He knows that it's mainly water and some ethanol and coloring, but he also knows that they add some kind of poisoning to it to keep people from drinking it. He wonders what the poison is and whether the poison would be worse than dying of thirst. He pushes on, trying to get to that small town before dark. By the end of the day, he starts getting worried. He figures he'd been walking at least 3 miles an hour. According to the watch, it was over 10 hours. That means that if his estimate was right, that he should be close to the town. But it doesn't recognize any of this. He had to cross a dry creek bed a mile or two back, and he doesn't remember coming through it in the SUV. He figures that maybe he got his direction off just a little, and that the dry creek bed was just off to one side of his path. So he tells himself that he's close. And then after dark, he'll start seeing the town lights over one of those hills.
That's a long time.
And that'll be all he needs. As it gets dim enough that he starts stumbling over small rocks and things, he finds a spot and sits down to wait for full dark and the town lights. I mean, that's a good idea. Full dark comes, but before he knows it, he must have... I'm not going to continue. My goal was to get through this whole show. I just can't.
Oh, my God.
It's the longest joke in the I just couldn't do it. Sorry.
Oh, man.
I was going to keep it going until we stopped.
That's good, man.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry.
That's good. You got any more?
After
that, I mean.
I went to a job interview today, and I think I nailed it. They told me that they were looking for someone responsible, and I told them that they'd found their man because at my last job, my boss told me I was always responsible for all the problems. That was, yeah, we should have stopped.
Oh, my gosh.
One. That is a good one.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, man.
Well, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, man. That's funny. That joke was just going to keep on going.
It's 100 pages long.
Is it really?
It's so funny.
I'd like to see, or actually how it ends, but
Well, have you read the whole thing?
no, I just now found it, so I was going to keep on reading it, but I kept on going.
Well, on that note.
Oh man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it.
Yeah, call it.
I think we covered what we
Calling
need to cover. And
call it.
Pronounce it.
Pronounce it dead in water.
Yeah. Hey, it's good.
Good job, guys.
All right.
Good game.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Don't be shy.
Keep your pads dry.
Flash my eye.
I do.